This is day 3 of the gentling process with Flying Blue here, and we're just going to go over again what we covered on the first couple days of building trust, getting him to accept more and more things, getting him more comfortable. You know, the last time we were able to get the rope on him and he was starting to follow a feel a little bit, and I'm getting him to move around. So we'll see where he's at here today. It's been a few days since the last time we worked with him, so we'll just see where he's at. I'm going to start off with my rope here because he seems pretty good. He's settled, you know, just standing here, but we'll see once I start tossing and twirling my rope around. We'll just see what he thinks. So I'm just not even going to focus on him, but I'm just going to twirl my rope and just start throwing it out and about. And playing with it. Giving him the opportunity to move his feet and just be like, oh, it's not after you. So I'm just in here playing with my rope. Just getting him used to all this motion going on around him. Because if everything just stays quiet and real soft and polite, he's okay with it. But I want him to be able to handle some motion, some things moving around and going on. So he starts going, oh, that's not something to be concerned about, something that I have to get worried about. And just try to set up a rhythm with my throwing. I'm just looking for him to settle in and relax. And if he needs to move his there, that was nice. So he checked in with me, so I'll just kind of back away from him a little bit. Allow him to come to me. And then I'll give him a moment where I don't throw. And then if he leaves, I'll just go back to throwing again. So mentally he left. I just keep coiling my rope up, throwing it out there. There, and then he checks in again. So it's like I receive him, I invite him to me. I'm allowing him to step in, I take all the pressure off. And now I'll just go back to playing with my rope because he kind of settled in. That was nice. So he's starting to go, oh, this isn't about me. I don't really need to get worried by this. His mind's out and about, but I'm giving him a place to go. He can go around and around. There he checks in, so I soften, I receive him to me. It's like, ah, yeah, that's it. I stop my throwing for a moment, and then if he leaves, his mind leaves me, then I'll just go back to throwing the rope again. But he's getting a little more comfortable with it. He's not thinking out so much. There again he received, and that was nice because he made a change of direction. We're in the new eye now. And he's just saying, oh, I'd rather keep you in the other eye. And I'll just step up into his way here. Keep him in this eye for a little bit. Yeah, and there you got to check the rope out. So now I'm going to start throwing it just a little closer to him. And as he comes towards it, I can throw it out behind him. He's a little more anxious here today. But it's been a few days since we last worked with him. And he actually, we stuck him with my Nakota mare and they bred. So he's feeling a little happy about that too. And that was a few days ago. So he's just a little more up because he's had a mare with him. So we're excited about that to see how that all turns out. There you go, buddy. He's a really nice guy. He was really good with the mare. So now I'm going to open up my rope and just start creating a loop and twirling the rope and throw it out there. And he didn't just run off, so that was good. And just throw it on around him. And now I'm just going to let him wear it. Now if you're doing this with a horse and you don't have good roping skills, it's no big deal. Just keep playing with it until they get comfortable. Just getting to where you can throw it up and around them and on them, all over on them. And so now I'm going to set up and start the leading process. Just like we did in the last video. So I pick up, I put a feel, and a release. So I pick up a feel, and what's qualifying to me as a feel is anything under 2 pounds. So if I ask him, I'm going to pick up a feel, starting off with as little as possible and then going up to 2 pounds. And if it starts going over 2 pounds, I turn it into a hold. And so I might have a 2-pound hold, I might have a 5-pound hold. There he gave to me a little and then I released. So now I'm going to softly pick up to my 2 pounds, and then I'm going to hold if he's not paying attention. There, he kind of checked in, so I gave back. So again, I can pick up. There, that was nice. He actually stepped his feet. So I pick up again, and this time I'm going to move my feet. Yeah, real nice. He's following me, so he remembers that. So there, he kind of he left me a little bit, so I'm holding now, waiting on him, just waiting. So we have maybe a 5 to 10 pound hold here, and I'm waiting for him to come off of it. So I can, if I feel like I can hold more, I could put up to maybe 20 pounds there. Still nothing. If there's still nothing, I'm going to move my feet. There. Nice. Whole shift. His mind came to me, brought his head and neck, and then his feet followed. So I'll pick up again, softly to him about 2 pounds there, and then I'm holding there. Ah, that was nice, because as soon as I picked up the feel, he kind of came to me. Now he's waiting on me, or he's holding, pulling on me, so I'm just holding it, waiting, waiting, put a little bit more of a hold, might move my feet, holding here, so I'm putting up to like a 20 pound hold, waiting on him the moment. And I brace myself, so make sure it's a hold and not a pull. So the moment he comes off of it, and so I might move my feet because he's kind of just saying, oh, I don't need to follow it. Or he's just falling asleep. And then I'll, there. That was nice. Pick up again, with a feel, waiting on him, holding, there. As soon as he comes, my hands just pop open. And now I might go to the other side. He's like, sure, I'll go that way. And then can I hold? He wanted to leave. Yes, nice. Got him to come back to me. So I'm going to step towards his hind end. There he wants to leave. I can't hold that much, so I'll just let him go. So if it turns into more of a hold than you can do, then just let him go, because otherwise he'll just start dragging you around and you'll lose the ground that you made. He'll learn to lean into you instead of come off of it. Now when his mind comes back to me, yeah, nice buddy. See, as he's with me mentally now, there, that time I was able to hold him. He wanted to leave, but was able to set up and hold, putting a feel there, nice. Hold, yes. Very nice, buddy. Nice. And there I just threw a little intent at his hind end. So I can say, can you move your hind end over? Don't leave. Thank you very much. Throwing a little intent at the hind end. Ah. Don't leave, but I couldn't hold it, so I just go with him. We're in the other eye now. I'm just aware of that. He's checking in with me, so now there he kind of left. So I'm not going to pull on him or ask anything if he's leaving me. If he's mentally already gone, it's hard to ask anything of him. There he's kind of coming back. Nice. So So now we can hold our conversation again. There. Set up, hold, hold. There, he comes off of it, and I give. And I'm just kind of moving my feet around here because he's just getting a little worried about me moving. Waiting on him to come back. Hey there. Hey there. And there he wants to go off, and so I'll just walk with him. Got a little closer, and I'll just walk with him as he goes around. I'll walk with him on this side. Yeah. And I might go back to some stick work. So now we're attached. Can I go back to rubbing on them? It's the first day we were working on rubbing on them. Got to where we could get up to them and rub them with my hands. And he remembers that, so let's see if we can stay connected with the rope and the stick. I'm just getting to where I can rub them all over. Hey, let me get a little closer and a little closer. Able to come on up and rub them with my hand. Straighten the rope out here a little. And just going with him when he goes. Yeah, letting me rub all over on his neck. Way to go, buddy. Trying to find some spots that he might enjoy me scratching on them. And I'm just going to see if I can create a little makeshift halter with the long line here. So I just fed the rope back through, and now I can create a little halter with the long line. put a feel on it. So that was nice. He let me do that, and then I was able to leave his space, and now can I come back into his space politely. So the more times I can do that, the more comfortable he's going to get with me. As they usually, once you get touching them, they're okay, but it's when you leave their space and you come back in. Now I want to reach over with my hand, get him comfortable with, see, like that. It was just a little too quick of me coming in with my hand over his neck. So I'll rub his space until I can make contact. Yeah, that's a boy. Nice lick and chew for him. Start rubbing him underneath his neck and over his neck. And then I want to be able to take this hand and touch him at the same time I'm touching him with my left hand. Because if I go to halter him, I'll need to be able to come in with both hands. This is good. I just slowly make my way over more and more of his body. I like this because he's actually allowing me to almost touch him with the side of my body here. I'll just come in there. I was able to make contact with my side on his shoulder. Good boy. Nice. See if he'll let me shift to the other side, to the other eye. And he wants to keep putting me in his off eye. There you go. This is good here. He's putting me in the off eye, but I'm able to rub him in the near eye. I like it. I just keep trying to find where he enjoys me touching him. Slowly make my way down and around him. And what I'm going to do here too now is just kind of fold the lead rope in half. And can I get to where I can go in and just start rubbing them with it. So when I come in with the halter, that's not a big surprise for him. He feels the ropes touching him, hanging down and around on him. Just going with him there. Because he mentally left, so there's no sense in me trying to pull him back until he comes back to me. There you go. And now I can set up, put a feel to say, hey, I'm over here, holding, there, nice. Over here. Over here. Putting a feel. Feel, release. Feel, release. And release. So there I was able to put a little bit more of a feel on because we were on the nose. Good boy. I was able to control those feet a little better, where if it's on the neck, it's a lot harder to do. And so for him, he's never had to be confined. And so whenever he gets worried, his feet are going. And so when you first put something on them and you're confining that movement, they can get real worried until they figure out, oh, nothing's going to happen to them. And that's what happened there. He kind of went along and then he got a little bit worried. He's like, oh, I don't know if I can handle that. So I'm just going to see if you'll be able to handle me coming in with a halter. So I'll come in and just start rubbing him with it. And let the rope down and drag so he can feel it touching him, rubbing him all over. Just saying, hey, back over here. Trying to control the, there you go. And if I wouldn't have been able to hold that, and I just allow them to go out to the round pin. So it all depends on whether you have enough communication going to be able to control the feet. Yeah. And the way the rope is here, it's, it works, but it's not the best because it can kind of shift around and slide around. Good boy. So I'll come in from this side and rub them with my hand. And then come in with rubbing his space with the halter. Start rubbing him on his neck with it. then allowing the rope to touch them. There you go. So I left the space and came back in. You got a little worried about that. Now can I come in with my other hand and rub it. This is good. So I opened the halter now and I'm just feeding it over his neck so he feels it over on the other side, sees me over here, and now I can just kind of reach through and actually I'm going to flip the halter inside out. So I'll have to reverse it around. So if you flip the halter inside out, you can actually halter him from this side. So I'll lay the halter over. And then just draw it around him. It's handling me down and underneath him well here. So let's see if he'll let me come out to his nose. And then I just slowly bring it up over his nose, making it all an enjoyable thing. And then I'll take the other rope off. Yeah. Good boy. And he's handling all of this really well. And now we have the halter on. So sometimes the horses will let you in on the off side where they won't let you in on the near side yet. So you can just flip your halter inside out and put it on like so. All right, so now I'm just gonna see if we can get him to follow a feel here with the halter. Pick up a feel, hold, waiting on him. There, nice. Pick up a feel, hold, waiting, and then I might step towards the hind end, throwing a little intent over there, saying unlock your feet. It doesn't have to be a lot, and I'm just waiting on him there. Yeah. Go to the other side if he'll let me. He may just turn all on his own, that's okay. Good. I'm going to see if he'll let me come in on this side. Very nice, buddy. Still a little worried, so going with him here. He puts me back in the off eye. Nice lick and chew there, release. Good boy. And then come on back down into this side. That's better. Because you went from a real worried look in his eye. There, he's starting to kind of let go and go, oh, okay. And just lots and lots of rubbing, getting them comfortable with me touching them all over, or as much as all over as you can. And I like he's got a cocked leg. And this is good. And then I'll just leave him and see if I can come back into his space on this side. And leave them and come around into the space in this side. Very nice. Put Give it a feel, see if he'll follow. Kind of like, hey, I'm over here. I'm just waiting on him. And then move my feet a little bit. Still holding. Just holding. Going, okay, who's going to get tired first? And I might move my feet even a little bit more. Just want them to unlock something. Now step back a little. There. Big thing here is just don't ever get straight in front of them like this. I'm not going to set up and hold here because then they can really brace, and it's easy for them to brace, and they'll learn to just pull back. So you always want to do it off to the side, getting them to first follow that feel from the side. Yeah, that was nice. And then come back into a space and rub on them. All right. So we're going to leave them with that there and give him that. It was a real nice change. He, going from, as bothered as he was when we first started to accepting all of this. Or I should say, he's more just tolerating it all. He's not still 100% sure, but he's way better than he was. And the more I can just keep coming into a space, rubbing, making it a good deal, he starts figuring out, oh, there's nothing wrong with this human coming in and touching me, the better it'll be. So, thank you, buddy, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.